welcome back to another video. Today is video 5 of episode 5 of our 15 AI, 1 human being, hockey legacy manager sim league. So, we're going to start off this video a little different, and I think this is how we're going to continue it for the rest of the series. I'm going to show everyone what the process for today's video and what I told the AI first, and then we will actually hop into the video. So, we will start. Today is a 7-part video. All right, we're going to show you guys what every AI picked as their roster, their captains, and their alternate captains. Then we will go to the preseason, finish the preseason. We'll check any injuries that happen. Then we will show everyone the final and official league settings. We will then show everyone the final NHL and AHL rosters before the season starts, and we will show everyone not only the final preseason standings, but how the standings and playoffs are going to work in the regular season as well. So let's get this going. And the first team who needs to select their captains is the ChatGPT Arctic Foxes. Now, real quick, I do need to find a way to do this. No. Alright, so for the ChatGPT team, Connor McDavid, Svechnikov, and Sanderson will be the 3. Svechnikov and this guy. So let's see, Sanderson. Oh, well. How do I take him out? Alright, so Sanderson will be given the Sanderson has been given the alternate captain, and we move on to the next team. Claude's team will be McKinnon, Larkin, and Hedman. Checking this out real quick. Ooh. So, oh. Alright, so it will be McKinnon, Larkin, and Hedman. Larkin and Hedman. The Claudes are officially done. Next team is Pi. Pi will be, let's go all the way down. Pavel Dorofeev, Gunther, and Provorov. Dorofeev getting his first look at captaincy. Gunther and Provorov. Dorofeev. Gunther. Gunther. Gunther didn't even make his team, so we're just gonna do Barkov and Provorov. Alright, perfect. That is done. Next team is Grok. It's going to be Draisaitl, Rantanen, and Seth Jones. Grok. Draisaitl, Rantanen. Oh, it is already Draisaitl, Rantanen, and Jones. That was quick and easy. And the next team will be the Meta Ice Goblins. Meta is actually really ecstatic to get this season going, and I am too. So very happy. And there will be Suzuki, Kucherov, and Slevin. Suzuki, Kucherov, and Slevin. Suzuki. And Slevin. There's the Alright, here you go. Those 3 are done, and we are on to the next team, which is the Gemini City Centurions. Matthews, Aho, and Marchand. That is very good for Gemini City. Those captains, alternate captains, very good. Let's see. Matthews, Aho, Marchand. Matthews, Aho, The next team will, of course, be our Southern team, the Houston Co-Pilot Comets. It's Connor, Kadri, and Tavish. Here we go. So, Connor and Thomas. Sorry, McTavish. I can't. Anyway, sorry about that. Our next team is Perplexity. Alright. Perplexity is Hughes, McAvoy, and Sorokin. I don't think they even have Sorokin. So let's see. They don't. Oh no, they do. Oh, never mind. Sorry about that. Alright. Hughes, goaltender, alternate captain, surprise. McAvoy and Sorokin. Looks like in this game you cannot give a goaltender a captain position, so we're just gonna give it to Heisha. Congratulations. And we move on to the next team, the Seattle Cyphers. Bedard, Dahlin, and Jenner. Connor Bedard getting his first taste of captaincy. Bedard, Dahlin, Jenner. Bedard, Dahlin, and boom, Jenner. Alright, the next thing we'll be looking at is the Notebook LM Navigators with Kaprizov, Werenski, and Pavel Zacha. Kaprizov, Werenski, and Zacha. Kaprizov, Zacha. Alright, nice and easy. The Vancouver Vanguards will be going with Fox, Robertson, and Taves. Alright, right here, Fox, Robertson, and Taves. The captain they didn't had before wasn't great, the captaincy, but this one's much better. And Monty. Next is the Nova Core, and we only have 4 teams left. So Cider, Yossi, and Kachuk. Cider, Yossi, and Kachuk. Alright. The next team is the Kimmy Kraken with Hiskinen, Thomas, and Pedersen. Kimmy Kraken. Hiskinen, Thomas. Right. Sorry, yeah. Hiskinen, Thomas, and Pedersen will be starting. Hiskinen. Uh, oh, by the way, what you guys are also seeing is every team's jersey. These will be the official jerseys until a rebrand happens, if a rebrand happens. These jerseys were completely made by the AI as well as their logos that you see above. Naked Pasternak and Lorelei will be the Duck Duck Goes team. And the second to last team is Poet Patriots with Eichel, Hughes, and Caulfield. Eichel, Hughes, and Caulfield. And the last team. Not saying it's best team, but it is my team, so it's pretty darn good. For my captains, I will be going with the one, the only Kale McCarr, Noah Dobson as line partners, and where'd he go? Where'd he go? Yes, the only guy with actual veterancy on my team is Shane Gottsespare. We are going to save this real quick, go back to the lineup, and show you guys what's next. We've officially finished the rosters, the captains, and the alternate captains, which means it is time for the first games of the preseason. Oh yes, and there's one thing. I did send Yamir Yager a contract. Because it decided it's pretty good. I don't know why, but it seemed fun. So he will slot in on my team. I do. Okay, yes. So this is not my roster. All right. This is the preseason roster. We're gonna give some people like Fortescue, Strebek, Ladar some starting time, and the people we know are gonna be good like Thompson, McCarr, Dobson. Keep them on the bench a little bit. One thing I do want to change is Bowen Byron for Calione. I want him to get some minutes. They can move it like that. Alright, that seems good for now. Everything else is good. Yamir Yager's up here. I can't wait to see how he plays. And the way we're gonna sim, we're gonna go to the calendar and sim until the 1st of October. We're gonna see how this is gonna go. Sim to October 1st. And great. This is the Duck. Let's see. This is yeah, Duck Legacy right here. One injury, 17 days. It is a defenseman. They didn't have a lot of defensive depth to begin with, and now they're dealing with another injury. He should be good to go by the time the season starts. But let's see. Sim to October 1st. Ooh, that's bad. Morgan Frost for Pie Puck Box. Not not great for him, but he will be injured. It said a month. I don't know exactly how long this month will be, but it seems to be a pretty long month. Now, Pie's looking at Pie's preseason, every game they've given up at least 7 goals. Every single game. 7-4, 7-1, 9-4. And Frost is gonna be out for 31 days, so exactly a month. But this is not looking good for Pie's team here. And Luke Hughes will be missing 1 week. We're not too worried about that. Krebs 5 days for Pie's puck box. Not too worried about that. Darlene 2 weeks. Will he make it in time for the regular season? He should be able to. There we go. Luke Hughes is healthy. It's always good. Continuing the narrative of giving up at least 7 goals a game is not what Pi wanted to see. They've yet to score more than 4, but they have scored 4 in 2 games. Their defense really letting them down here. So we're gonna sim to the 5th. Let's see. Krebs is okay, perfect. That's good to hear. Don't want to hear any injuries. All right. Quick rundown. All right. Pi gave up 7 goals in every game. Taking a look at my team, the New York Magic. Of course, we beat Pi 7-1. We won every single game except 5 Vancouver Vanguards. The first game, very difficult. 5-4 overtime victory for the boys. Very happy. Then we lost 10-5. We blew out every other team, 7-1, 6-1, and half of them were Pi's team, of course. All right. But taking a look at our regular season, we versed Co-Pilot on the first day of the season, October 6th. Oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, going to team standings. No, you can't look at it that way. Sorry. Forgot preseason is not the regular season. All these injuries we showed you already, which means we have officially finished this one. We are going to do settings, roster, and then we're going to go back to see the preseason standings and what the actual real life standings look like. So yes, I did make some changes to the settings, but I wanted to be upfront with them. I wanted to tell every one of you guys what it was, what it looked like, and how it's going to affect the league. All right. So as you can see here, I updated the divisions, which you'll see later. I updated playoffs. We have 16 teams. The original playoff was 16 teams. We can't have that. It is 8 teams. And the draft lottery will be the 8 teams that didn't make it. For the draft lottery, though, you can only go up 6 places. So 8th place can go up to 3rd, but sixth place can go up to first. Okay. Couple other settings I did want to give you a quick check about. It is still a 2-1-0 point system, like the real NHL. Roster trades, everything, injuries, contracts, the same. I'm not editing any players. I turn that off. Okay. The draft is 7 rounds. All right. Tournaments. We have the Olympics every 4 years and the World Juniors every year. I will not be controlling any teams, at least for not this season. If we get a couple comments saying they want me to, I will definitely put it into play. Everything else here is unchanged. All right. AI, the game AI, is not managing anything. Okay. That's the settings for you, but the staff, everything is managed by the our AI, our 615 AI, and myself. All right. We can fire coaches, fire scouts, assign scouts, which was done already. Okay. Nobody on waivers because it has not yet been done by the AI. But we are going to now go to the next thing, which is final rosters. All right. I'm actually going to switch it up real quick. We are going to go look at the AHL standings first to give you a rundown of the AHL teams. Iowa's AHL team will be the. Sorry, one sec. Hamilton Hammers. We'll start with that. Hamilton Hammers is my AHL team, the New York Magic. All right. ChatGPT's AHL team is the San Diego Gulls. Okay. No players on his AHL team yet. So real quick, you know the goals. All right. We are gonna switch things up. We are gonna go here. Let's do the rosters first. All right. Rosters coming first. ChatGPT's roster. The extras will now be sent down. Officially be sent down. So it is Catford. Okay. Alright. The final team, after all their send downs for the ChatGPT Arctic Foxes, is this full 4 lines, full 3 lines, full 2 goaltenders. We saw that in the last video, but here it is for the AHL squad. AHL squad lacking a lot of depth. Alright, the only real player is this on offense at Catford. Got a couple decent, four very good defenders, and then you have those but 2 NHL caliber goaltenders. But with the NHL team they have Thompson and Swayman, it is unnecessary. All right. The next team, we only need to send down McQueen, which is easy enough. McQueen. Here we go. Select one player. Send down. We do not need to check their AHL team, but I will show you who it is anyway. All right. He, due to his young age, will be sent to his junior league in whatever country he chooses. So good luck. I wish you the best of luck. And our next team is a Meta Ice Goblin. Rybikin, Potter, and Villainous are going to be the 3 sent down. Villainous, Potter, and Rybikin have been sent down. And only one of them, it looks like Villainous, yes, will be in his AHL squad, okay? We're going to put him on this line, actually. Yeah, that seems good there. And we make our way to the next squad. The next side is the Gemini City Cyber Centurions. Alright. Coco is the only guy I need to move down. Easy enough. He is a goaltender. So Gemini City is a Rockford Ice Hogs, their AHL squad. Which means our next team is Grok XAI Arctic. They also only have goaltenders they need to send down. Nabokov, Gardner, and Ingram. Gardner. Their Calgary Wranglers is their AHL squad, and Ingram is our first waiver eligibility. Connor Ingram is officially on waivers. Wish him the best of luck, of course. Next squad, Houston Copilot Comets. The only one they have is Corpus Salo. I assume he is waiver eligible as well. Corpus Salo. Yes, he is waiver eligible. He is going to waivers, but their AHL team is the Colorado Eagles. Next, the Kimi Kraken. The Kimi Kraken, Lindiers and Kosa are the goaltenders, and then we have, so, a couple things we do need to see here. 4 days. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to do it. So, Konserad, Hemming, Basha, Lindiers, and Kosa. Konserad, Hemming, Basha. There we go. Lindiers, Basha, Konserad, Kosa. We're going to send these out. I did miss one. Is Hemming and Howard are the two. Sorry. Now they're dealing with a couple injuries. They will be back in a week though, so I do want to see how this goes. Hemming and Howard are the two that I missed. So Howard and Hemming. No waivers, all good. Send them down. My team is next. I do have 7 extras, but Yamir Yager will be staying with the squad. So it's gonna be Fortescue, Schraubach, Kenyoni, Solomonson. Yeah, here we go. Fortescue. And those 4 will be sent down right away. And it's Pedersen, Mieslak, and Stankel. Here we go. Pedersen, Stankel. Yamir Yager will be staying with the squad right now because he will need to pass their waivers. Nobody else does, and he may not go up in overall, but everyone else will. All right. The only people we need to send down here is Bershowitz, George, and Ajon. Bershowitz, George, and Ajon. Sent down for the Notebook LM Navigators to the Bakersfield Condors. Yep. That's just saying, that's not a waiver, that's just saying that they will be going to their junior team in whatever country they choose. Most of the time it is the player's home country, or Canada. But for the Perplexity Arctic Wolves, we have a couple decent amount of people going down here. Lindbohm, Fosberg, Lilleberg, Baron, Nelson. Baron, Lilleberg, Nelson. Where is Nelson? Nelson, Lindblom, Fosberg, and that is only, yeah, Fosberg going to waivers. You can see a lot with goaltenders going to waivers because we have 64 goaltenders in the league and only 32 connection teams. Next is Haltman, Gauthier, and Grimer. Haltman, Gauthier, at the bottom 3 here. They do not need to pass their waivers. They are going down to the Cleveland Monsters. Alright. Pies Puck Box is next. They do not need to send anybody down because honestly, they don't even have enough people. They went so top heavy with every single line that they can't afford goaltenders or much, honestly. I mean, these people alone is what, $30 million? Their injured list is $37 million. Post Patriots is next. They also don't need to send anybody down, not for the same reason. They just have a couple of injuries, so when these guys get back in 4 and 84 days respectively, we will need to bring them up. Alright. Oops, sorry. I do need to check. Pies Puck Box is a Rochester Americans AHL team. Pose Patriots is a Grand Rapids Griffins. For next season, we will be editing the AHL squad, but this season, no, I figured it was a lot for the AI to handle. I didn't want to overwhelm them, but the only one we need to send down for the Nova Corps is Solberg. He is going to the Ontario Reign. That is the Nova Corps. The Seattle Cyphers is next. Don't need to send down any players, but goaltenders, it will be Wall and Lyon. J Wall, not Wall. Ooh, Wall can't loan him, so it'll just have to be Lyon. Oh, he'll go to the waivers, so maybe an issue here. Oh no, it'll just be Murashov. Okay, let's send down Murashov, goaltender. He is an elite potential goaltender. May work out for them, but they are good to go. The Silicon Valley Claudes are next. They just have four goaltenders that they don't need. Providence Bruins are their team, so Komesto, Herbal, Williamson, and Kushner sent down, all no waivers, all to the AHL. Except, oh no, I can't. I was gonna actually, yeah, I was gonna send them their bottom two goaltenders here to the ECHL team. No, that just brought them back up. Oops. I was gonna send them to the ECHL team because you don't need four goaltenders on one team. Um, yeah, look, four goaltenders, one squad. I don't know how that's gonna go, but whatever. Our last team will be the Vibe Vancouver Vanguards, and they don't need to send anybody down due to a couple injuries. And that, as they say, is that. The final rosters, the settings, and the AHL got all three done, which means we are now talking about the standings. Taking a quick look of our calendar, we can see that in I did very well. All right. So far, we'll go to every team here, all teams. Drysdale, most amount of points, 13 points in 6 games. Raymond, 11 points in 5. Strom, 11. And Robertson, 11 points in 5 games. All right. That is the best so far for goaltenders for everybody. Knight, 5 wins in 6 games. And I want to come down here. I want to look, yeah, both of Pie's goaltenders, no wins, 3 games. 7.67, 7.33 goals against average, and not even an 800 save percentage. They are splitting time 50-50 through the regular season, but I do think next season, when the cap goes up, free agency, they are looking for a hell of a caliber player to bring them back where they are. All right. Perron also did pretty well for a 72 overall goaltender. All right. 803. Don't worry about the goals against average. Unimportant. Unimportant. But realistically, the only guy to play like 3 games and not have a 4 goals against average is a guy with a 3 goals against average. Corpusalo over there. Everyone had a 1 or more. No one really had any couple shutouts, but Allen did. Onger, of course it's Onger, and Forsberg did. Congratulations to them, and we move on to the standings. So the way the standings work here, okay, is it should be the top 2 in each division. So the Central Division. Oh wait, no. Sorry. Real quick, we do need to simulate to the first day of the season. Perfect. Couple injuries coming back. Now we're at the day. Season opener. Welcome. Alright, so as you can see here, these are the 4 goaltenders that went into waivers. Alright. And as a season opener, all these players are making their debut or debut season. Alright. Which brings us back to team standings. This is not supposed to happen. So anyway, the team standings should be looking like this, right? The Metropolitan Division, Garden State Meta Ice Goblins, Gemini City, New York Perplexity, Atlantic, DuckDuckGo, Copilot, Poe, DeepSeek, Pacific, yep, sorry, Pacific, Timmy, Pi, uh, um, Ciphers, and Claude, and Central ChatGPT, Grok, Notebook LM, and Mistral Vibe. Right? Now, essentially, it should be top 2 in each division move on to the playoffs, but I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe that'll be next season because I did it too late. Not exactly sure. But the first game of regular season will be tomorrow's video. It'll be the co-pilots versus the New York Magic. And as we can go all around the league real quick, hopefully. Hold on. It'll be the Kimi Kraken versus the Gemini City Centaurians, DuckDuckGo versus ChatGPT, uh, Poe versus the Grok AI Arctic, Seattle Cyphers versus the Vive Vancouver Vanguards, Notebook LM versus Nova Core, Claude versus Meta, and Pi versus Perplexity. All 16 teams will be playing 8 matches on the first day of the season, and tomorrow will be that day. Officially, officially. After all this, 4 episodes of everything, really, contracts, free agency, re-sign, trades, a couple decent trades, alright? Try and get under cap everybody. 35 team expansion draft led to this moment. Well, not exactly this moment. The Stanley Cup. We start with this. Tomorrow is the first day of the regular season.